my chair. Excuse me. All right, guys, let's go. Let's make it happen. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the BLUETTI live stream. Today is Thursday, and we are live on YouTube and on Facebook from 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, PDT. All right, guys. So refresh your pages. Join this live stream. Let's get started. So who am I here with? Not Slim One, 𝗴𝗶𝘃𝗃𝗃𝗃, and 1293 Silver Stealer. Hello, guys. Very good to see you here. So let's get started, guys. Today we have big boys in the room, specifically AC300 and its expansion battery B300, and AC500 and its expansion battery B300s. These are modular solar generators. They can store solar power, and they can power your house even on cloudy days. So we'll talk about them. We'll also talk about our newest portable power station, AC60, that I have right here. AC60 and B80. It's expansion battery, right? So it's add-on battery. AC60, unlike AC300 or AC500, AC60 does have a battery inside, but you can also add an add-on battery if needed, if you need more capacity, all right? So let's get started, guys. Now, as about the discounts for today, we do have discount codes. We do have a discount code for B300 expansion battery. We do have a discount code for PV350 portable solar panel, as well as for PV420 and for the bundles. So the discount codes are in the description. Stay here, guys. You're very lucky if you're here because we have discount codes, all right? And we also have giveaways every 30 minutes. The time has already started. Here are the giveaways. So it's a phone tripod. It's a camping lantern. It gets real dark when you're camping. You need to have a light with you. So, and also BLUETTI cap, right? Our merge BLUETTI cap. And the BLUETTI t-shirts. These are your giveaways for today, so stay here for the giveaways. Everybody is eligible for the giveaways. All you want to do, you know that. Just stay here and prepare for the giveaways. Hello, 𝗴𝗶𝘃𝘆𝘀. Okay, guys. So welcome. Don't forget to give this live stream a like. Thank you so much. And let's get started. So even though this live stream is named BLUETTI 60, Meet Your Perfect Travel Buddy, and we'll talk about why AC60 is your perfect travel buddy. So do you want to get started from AC300 and AC500, or do you want to get started with AC60? Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know in the comments. Do you want to get started from these or from our newest AC60 and B80? All right. Who else? Nox Vanad here. Hello, guys. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because only subscribers can comment, right? Got my BLUETTI cap today. Very nice. Oh, thanks for the feedback, Nox. Yeah, 60. All right, 60 it is. Let's start from AC60. All right, so AC60 is our newest portable power station. What do you guys like about AC60? Let me know in the comments. What I like about AC60 is that we no longer have to choose between portability and capacity. Before, it was like, oh, if you go camping or if you go just outdoors, have a picnic with your friends or whatever, you know, take something portable with you unless you go by car. In this case, you know, it doesn't matter how much the power station weighs. Just put it in your car, right? But right now, we don't have to choose between capacity and portability, battery capacity and portability, because this is the AC60, right? I'll just put this battery here for a second. So this is AC60, right? So this is, as you guys can see, a very small power station. Specifically, it's a 403 watt power station. So if you compare it to the AC line, like AC200, for example, or AC200P, AC200 Max, it's small, right? It's if you compare it to AC, line, it's small. AC200 is 2000 watts. This one is only 403 watts. However, if you compare it to, for example, EB3A, right? Here's EB3A. And EB3A is almost the same size. It's slightly smaller, okay? And EB3A is 268 watt hours, while AC60 is 403 watt hours. So we have a higher battery capacity. And also, one thing that AC60 has and other power stations don't is expandability. Here on AC60 we have 2 expansion ports, 1 and 2. Those are to connect add-on batteries if you need them. You might not need them. No brick. You are right, Mark. No brick. All we need is this ubiquitous cable that you can find everywhere. Of course, we give it to you in the box. I'll just show you the cable specifically for, it looks a little bit different. Oh, found it. So this is the cable. It's called a computer plug. Sorry guys, I have too many cables here on my desk. So this is the cable, right? This is a standard computer cable, and no brick needed, no adapter needed. Okay, so this is how you charge it. So let's imagine that this is the wall outlet right here, right? So we just plug it in, and there you go, you start charging just like this. Okay, of course we have to turn this on, but you get the point. So you don't need an adapter. We do need an adapter for some earlier models like EB55, EB70s, right? Starting from EB3A, we don't need an adapter. So that is definitely an improvement. Because, I mean, who likes adapters? No one does. Number 2, if you forgot to bring cable with you, it's like a phone charging cable. Hey, do you have an iPhone charging cable? Do you have an Android charging cable, right? Every place has this cable. Every place that has a computer has this cable. So even if you forget to bring your charging cable, you can even find it wherever you are. So basically, you could also think about it as the brick is inside the units. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, guys. What else? So let's take a look at AC60. Let's take a look at its characteristics. So again, you can compare it to AC line, right? AC200, AC200, AC200P, AC200 Max. And you can also compare it to the EB3A because it looks like a small and portable unit. So the battery capacity again is 403 watt hours. 403 watt hours or 18 amp hours. The battery's voltage is 22.4 volts. How many cycles do we have here? Meaning when we charge and discharge it, right? How many times we can do that? How many cycles we can run? Well, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Well, while I'm waiting for your response, I'll just say it anyway. We have 3,000 cycles here. So it's right in between, in the middle, between a smaller collection like EB55, like EB collection in general, EB55, EB3A, EB70s, and AC200, because EB has 2,500 cycles. These power stations behind me, EB70s, EB55, EB3A, they have 2,500 cycles to 80% of the capacity. AC line has 3,500 cycles, 3,500 cycles, right? So this is in between. This one is at 3,000 cycles, rated at 3,000 cycles, okay? Yeah, 3,000 cycles. So what does that mean? We always do that, you know. Let's say if you run 1 cycle every single day, how long can you use it, right? So let's go. Let's take 3,000 and divide it by 365. And we've got 8.2. So if you charge and discharge it every single day, if you run 1 cycle a day, you can run it for 8 years and you will still have 80% of the original capacity, okay? And of course, realistically, we won't be doing it every single day, so we're talking about 10 years. We are very confident in that. That is why we give you guys a 6-year warranty. 6-year warranty. This is an industry-leading 6-year warranty. Okay? Okay, what else? So the battery capacity is 403 watt hours. Most of you know that we only use lithium iron phosphate batteries. But for those of you guys who don't know that, You will be very happy to hear that. Yes, we only use lithium iron phosphate batteries, LiFePO4. We don't use lithium ion batteries because lithium iron phosphate batteries give us a longer runtime. It's 10 years, 10 years, as opposed to 3-4 years. So why would we put inferior batteries inside? We don't. We use lithium iron phosphate batteries. Number two, we know lithium iron phosphate batteries are safer, right? They're more thermal resistant. They will not explode when it's too hot. This is very important. You can't put a price on safety. So they're safe. That's why we stick to lithium iron phosphate batteries. And they're also eco-friendlier. Actually, I do thermal cycle every day, not on a bike. I do cycle on it every day on a bike. Well, even if you cycle it every single day, 8.2 years, right? So now we know the battery capacity, now we know the battery chemistry, and here's the thing, guys, even if you're planning to leave later, the battery chemistry we use, the battery is the same for all of our power stations, so it's all lithium iron phosphate battery, okay? What else? We know the battery capacity, we know the battery chemistry. Another thing that's very important is what is the maximum AC load that this power station can handle. Important because we all have in mind what devices we're going to be using, right? So what is the maximum AC load this power station can handle? And it's different for different power stations. For some, it's 600 watts, 700, 800 watts, 700 watts, right? So for AC60, it's 600 watts of maximum AC load. If you load devices or a device that pulls out more than 600 watts, you will have an overload, right? So you cannot run devices that pull out more than 600 watts. The surge power is 1200 watts. So what is the surge power? Well, the surge power is when you plug a device with a motor or an inductor, right, it spikes. So how high can this spike go? Well, actually, it can be twice the maximum load. So the surge power here is 1200 watts. And then when it drops down, it's 600 watts max, okay? And, thank you, Mark, it is indeed pure sine wave. It's a pure sine wave inverter, meaning it's safe for your computers, it's even safe for medical devices. Okay. We went camping with the 𝗶𝘃𝘃, time to upgrade, not enough. You see, indeed, 𝗶𝘃𝘃 might not be enough for camping because of the battery capacity. And if you don't have enough solar, you won't be able to recharge on the go. So AC60 is a much better option. AC60 alone is 403 watt hours, and you can add 2 add-on batteries. So you can jump from 403 watt hours to 1209 watt hours, and then to 2015 watt hours if you connect to add-on batteries. Right, so this is it is expandable. You can connect either 1 or 2 B80 batteries. This is the B80 battery, oops, right here. So B80 battery right here, the battery capacity is 806 watt hours. So you add 1 and you're at 1209 watt hours. You add 2 ones and you're at 2015 watt hours. Comparable to a big unit like AC200. That is great. Okay, right. So let's talk about dimensions, how big it is, how small it is. So it's 11.4 inches by 8.1 inches and by 9.7 inches in height. The weight is 20 pounds, okay? So it's twice the weight of 𝗶𝘃𝘃 that Joe McConaughey has, right? 𝗶𝘃𝘃, it's twice the weight of the 𝗶𝘃𝘃. But 𝗶𝘃𝘃 is very lightweight. If you compare, everything is heavier than 𝗶𝘃𝘃 in terms of our power stations. Okay, speaking about the outputs, guys, we kept the best outputs we've always been using, and we even removed some outputs that are not very commonly used. And we just improved the efficiency of all the remaining outputs. So on the top, we have a very high efficiency wireless charging pad. I know that because I use it myself to charge my phone. You know, sometimes I forget to bring charging cables to this office, and I just use among all of the power stations I have here, I use the wireless charging pad of the AC60 because just according to my experience, it is just the highest efficiency. I'm getting from 10 to 11 watts from a 15-watt wireless charging pad. That is very fast for a wireless charging pad, right? So we have a high efficiency wireless charging pad. I personally love using it. I haven't had any problems using it. I mean, obviously you don't have to trust me, but my personal experience is really nice wireless charging pad, high efficiency, and yeah. What else? A 12-volt and 10-amp cigarette lighter port here. So we've been putting it on every single power station of ours, so you got used to that. So this one hasn't changed. Okay, here we have a USB-C port, 100 watts. Now it's also very important output, and we make sure to put a 100-watt output here as opposed to 60-watt output. So this is a quick charge USB-C port for your lightning cables, for your MacBooks, for your iPhones, for Apple electronics in general, you know, and also for many other devices. Okay, here we have a USB-A port, 5 volts and 3 amps. So this is not a quick charge, this is a standard USB-A port. We have 2 standard USB-A ports right here. Also, guys, those covers changed. They are, I don't know, they're just nicer now. And the reason why is because this device is actually prepared to get wet. It's IP65 water resistant and dust proof, so it's ready to get wet. Those covers were made the way they were made because we knew that you will probably expose this device to water, you know, to rain or things like that. So it is prepared to get wet if needed. Okay, so this is our DC outputs. You might call it simple. We only put essential outputs here. We removed DC 5521 barrel connectors because not many people use them. So this is a DC section right here, and again, the wireless charging pad is also DC. Okay, here we have 2 AC outlets, okay? Those are 120 volts and again, 600 watts maximum with a surge power of 1200 watts. And again, as you guys noticed, I think it was Mark who noticed, it's a pure sine wave inverter. Indeed, it's a pure sine wave inverter right here. Okay, so the screen is more advanced. There's similar to the screen of the EB3A. So here it shows us the battery percentage, the remaining time, eco mode if it's on or off. What eco mode does, it turns off the AC inverter if there is no load or low load. To put it simple, input, how many watts are coming in when you are charging your AC60, and output, how many watts are coming out when you are using or discharging your AC60. AC and DC on, if I turn it off, it's gone. So it shows you what if it's on or off, as well as those buttons. Okay, now we have a wireless charging pad on. This is for a wireless charging pad. Okay, so this sign means the wireless charging pad is activated. And if we have any alert like short circuit, overload, overheat, temperature, right, you will see the alerts on the screen. The screen shows us a lot of stuff. The only downside is probably the screen only stays on for 1 minute, and 1 minute it just turns off by itself, and you have to click the button, either this, or this button. Just click it once, and the screen will be back on. So this is what it looks like from this in terms of outputs, right, and the screen. Okay, now on the back side we have this light, and this light actually, you know, people like it. So it has 3 modes. This is low, medium, and SOS mode. Now, obviously, it is very bright in the studio, so you guys can see how bright the light is, but it's quite bright, and it's a nice flat light. You know, if you need to light your camping, your camp, or you know, it would be really nice. It would be really nice. And I know you guys like it much more than this targeting light we have on EB3A and on other earlier models. Okay, here is the input, right? Here is the input. So here we have a DC input or solar charging input. This is 8mm 7909. We'll use this port, this input, to charge from solar panels. Okay, so the specifications are the following: 12 to 28 volts DC and 8 amperes. You guys can see it right here, right? So we'll use this port to charge from solar panels. For that, we have this solar charging cable that is included in the box, 7909 to MC4 connectors. Okay. You plug it in like this, and you connect this side to the MC4 connectors on your solar panels. Most solar panels in the market use MC4 connectors. So this is very versatile. You will find the panels for your AC60 very easily. You are not only limited to only BLUETTI solar panels. You can also use any other brands as long as the voltage is compatible. And the voltage limitations is the same with 𝗵𝗃𝘃𝗃, 𝗵70s, 𝗵55. It's 1228 volts. Okay, this is the only thing you have to pay attention to. The amperage is 8 amps. We have an MPPT controller, so don't worry about the amperage. No matter how high the amperage input is, the system will only allow for 8 amps. So don't worry about the amperage, but do quote-unquote worry about voltage, right? Only choose solar panels with compatible voltage, okay? Okay, so this is a DC charging input. We can charge from solar panels. This cable is included in the box. Or we can charge from our vehicle. This is a 7909 to car power socket. When you're on the go, right? Plug it in your cigarette lighter port in your vehicle, either 12-volt amp or 24-volt amp, both are okay. And charge from there when you're on the go. All right, so this is an AC charging input, 120 volts and 9 amps max. For this one, we have the cable that we've already seen, right? The standard computer plug cable. All right, and you plug it in a wall outlet, or you plug it in a generator if needed, just like that. These 3 cables are included in the box. When you receive your AC60, you have all these 3 cables with you. Okay, hello, Bob from Rambling Bob Reviews. Who else is new here, guys? Please give this live stream a like. It really helps us grow and makes all those giveaways possible. Thank you so much. Now, in the box, you will also find the user manual. You will find the certificate of quality pass and the warranty card. So if you have any problems, you have your warranty, and the warranty is for 6 years. It's an industry-leading warranty. Now, you can also purchase some optional accessories on our website, BLUETTIPower.com. You can purchase a USB-C to USB-C output cable. You can purchase a 𝗴𝗶𝘃𝘃 socket port to clamp cable to charge from lead-acid batteries. Or you can also purchase DC7909 clamp cable to lead-acid batteries charging cable. Okay. Now, guys, one important thing that you have to remember when using our power stations, they do have thermal limitations. So when you are discharging your power station, meaning when you are running it, when you are using it, right? When you're charging some devices from your power station, make sure that the ambient temperature is not lower than -4 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius, and not higher than 104 Fahrenheit or 40 Celsius. When you are charging it or when you are storing it, just, it sits there on the shelf, you're not using it, right? Make sure the temperature doesn't go below freezing, doesn't go below 32 Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius, and doesn't go higher than 114 Fahrenheit or 45 Celsius. Okay, that is very important for the longevity of the product. Okay, so now we know what the output is. Just one more time, the AC output is 600 watts with a surge of 1200 watts and with the amperage of 5 amps. And the frequency is 50 to 60 hertz. It is adjustable. So basically by default it's at 60 hertz because this is a standard frequency in America, right? But you can also adjust it to 50 hertz if needed, but you have to know what you're doing. Okay, next let's talk about input. So as you guys saw, we have DC and AC inputs separate. What it means is we can charge from AC and from DC at the same time. Now also, the AC input is actually quite high. It's 600 watts of input maximum, 600 watts of input, okay? And for DC input, we're limited by 200 watts okay, the voltage limitation is from 12 to 28 volts, and the amperage is 8 amps. So one more time, what does that mean? Well, when we charge from solar panels, we want to choose solar panels with the open circuit voltage within 12 to 28 volts. If it's lower than 12, it will just not start. It will just not have any reaction, right? You plug in a solar panel with a voltage lower than 12 volts, nothing happens. You connect the solar panel with a voltage higher than 28 volts and you harm the unit. So don't do this, please. Only choose the solar panels with a compatible voltage. The amperage, 8 amps, what does that mean? Can you still charge from a 10 amp, from 12 volt and 10 amp cigarette lighter port, excuse me? Can you still charge from the solar panels with a higher amperage? Yes, you can, because we have an 𝗴𝗶𝘃𝗃 controller and the system only allows 8 amps in. It doesn't matter how high the amperage is initially, okay? So about the amperage, don't worry. About the voltage, only choose solar panels with compatible voltage from 12 to 28 volts. Okay, so let's talk about solar charging. How to solar charge? Very easy. So we have this charging cable is 7909 to MC4 connectors. Now the only downside you guys might find is that this cable might be too short for you. So it is 59.1 inches. All right, 59.1 inches or 15 centimeters. Really? No, hold on a sec. Wrong. It's not. It can be only 15 centimeters. Anyway, this is the length of the cable, okay? Sorry, I got those specs wrong. This is the length of the cable. So if you find it to be too short, you just can purchase this cable. You know, you can purchase a longer one, and it's not that expensive. I think it's 10 to 20 bucks. So how do we connect solar panels? Let me show you guys. We have a PV200 portable solar panel right here, okay? This is a BLUETTI portable solar panel, PV200. So before we connect, we want to check the open circuit voltage of the panel. You find it in the user manual, you'll find it on our website in the PDF document user manual. You can access all of our user manuals on our website, even without purchasing our power stations. Just go to BLUETTIpower.com, search user manuals. It's right on the homepage, and you can read all the user manuals that you want to. So let's see the open circuit voltage. The open circuit voltage here, it says it's 26.1 volts, okay? Here, open circuit voltage, 26.1 volts. So is it within 12 to 28 volts? Okay, yes, then we can connect. We can connect to this panel. All right, so, all right, let's go. So this solar panel has its own kickstands, so we don't have to be looking for something to lay it on. We just can use the kickstands right here. Okay, so let's open it up. Now, in real life, what I would do is I would put the power station behind the solar panel, right, to avoid the heat, that necessary heat. So, but yeah, let's open the panel, the solar panel. Those kickstands are also, you can adjust the angle, 45 degrees, 35 degrees, depending on where the sun is. Okay, and this is the cable. It is attached to the solar panel. Again, an MC4 cable, MC4 connections. Now what we do is, now of course in ideal world we will also measure the voltage just to make sure it's within 28 volts, but it isn't within 28 volts. We know that. So let's connect right now, just like this. And that's it. You guys can see the screen also turn on, and we have the screen just turn on, and obviously we have no input because we are in a studio. There are even no windows here, no solar energy whatsoever. But yeah, that's how we connect to a solar panel. Probably can't see, so solar panel is on the floor. This is how we connect to a solar panel. There we go. All right, cool. Guys, if you have any questions, of course, make sure you ask the questions. All right. I am full of energy. Thank you. Well, I'm trying to be, you know, trying to be full of energy. No. I should say, well, I'm solar powered. It's a dumb joke. Okay, so somehow can open YouTube here on my computer, but I'll just be looking at your comments, guys, on my phone. My PV120 has defective cable and on it. Once the red cable was plugged into another cable, would not come out. Had to pry it out with a screwdriver and messed it up. Ooh, so in situations like this, please reach out to our customer service, okay? Because mistakes do happen, and our customer service is doing much better now in terms of helping our customers. So we really did a huge improvement on our customer service, and please reach out to our customer service if you have any problems. Tim stands in front of myself. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I'll try super glue and see how that goes. Okay, all right. Keep us updated, and you can also join our Facebook group and share your experience there. Thank you, guys. Now, if you haven't liked this live stream yet, please do. And now we're doing our first giveaway, which is going to be BLUETTI cap. All right, BLUETTI cap right here. And how do we even enter the giveaway? Well, first of all, we'll be doing the giveaway on both YouTube and on Facebook, as one after another. So first YouTube, right? And guys, you know what to do right now? Please start typing BLUETTI or giveaway or anything of that nature. Don't type one word too many times because YouTube will restrict you from typing one word repetitively. But get creative and keep typing BLUETTI giveaway or something like that, and I will take a screenshot in 10 seconds. Ready? Let's go. So 10-second countdown, and in 10 seconds I'll do this, and whoever's comment is on the button wins. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And the winner is Mark Flat. Congratulations, Mark. Okay, now we go on Facebook. There we go. Okay, BLUETTI Global. BLUETTI Global. Let me check our live stream on Facebook. Okay. All right, okay, there we go, found it. So, okay guys, sorry it took me longer than expected. All right guys, now I'm on Facebook, and guys also start typing BLUETTI, okay, because I'll take a screenshot in 10 seconds. Let's go guys, keep typing BLUETTI and giveaway. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, and the winner is Chris Barker. Congratulations, Chris. So dear Chris Barker and Mark Flat, please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Again, it's livestream@bluetti.com. Please send us your shipping address and your phone number so we can ship your prize, your cap to you. All right, congratulations, that was our first round of the giveaways. Guys, now you know the giveaways are real and everything is real here, so please share this lesson with your friends. We still have enough time for your friends to see your message, to join, to get our time-limited discount codes that expire once the live stream ends. You can save $100 with those special discount codes. And your friends can also participate in the giveaways just like you did and win just like you did. Okay, so let's keep going. Solar charging. So in real world, what does that mean? I suppose we will be charging it from portable solar panels most of the time because we will take it with us when we go camping, when we go off the grid. So when you charge from this solar panel, PV200, this is a 200 watt portable solar panel. It will only take you 2.8 hours to recharge it from 0 to 100%, 2.8 hours. And it will take you 2.3 hours to recharge from 0 to 80%. Car charging, not that fast for sure, but still a nice way to recharge when you're driving. So from a 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket, you will recharge your power station from 0 to 100% in just 5.6 hours. And you will recharge from 0 to 80% in 4.1 hours. How about 24 volt and 10 amp car power socket? Well, you can just divide this time by 2 and you get 0 to 100% in only 3.1 hours and 0 to 80% in only 2.1 hours. AC charging. We have 3 modes for AC charging: standard, silent, and turbo. Depending on your circumstances, do you want to get it recharged as fast as possible, or you have enough time and you can go to a silent mode? So, standard charging. The charging speed is 523 watts and it will take you only 1 hour and 18 minutes to recharge from 0 to 100%. And it will take you only 42 minutes to recharge from 0 to 80%. Silent charging mode. Why is it called silent? Well, because the speed is very low and the fans will not kick off. So silent charging mode, the speed of charging is 162 watts. It will take you 3 hours to recharge from 0 to 100%. It will take you 2 hours to recharge from 0 to 80%. Turbo. Turbo is very fast. Only use this mode when you absolutely need it because it is not very healthy for the battery in the long run. So most of the time you want to stick to silent or standard. Turbocharging mode. The speed is 603 watts. And it will take you only 1 hour and 12 minutes to recharge from 0 to 100%, and only 36 minutes to recharge from 0 to 80%. Those are 3 charging modes. You might ask, well, how do I switch them? You switch them in the app. We do have an app control, okay? So let's see what app looks like. Okay, guys. There we go. So here's my phone. You can download the app on your phone or on your tablet or your iPad. So here's the app, BLUETTI. When you connect for the first time, you want to add device here, but I've already connected, so I'll just go to My Devices. And AC60, you see it says 12 days ago. We have a couple of AC60s here, so it's not the one I'm looking for. This one says 22 hours ago, so this one. We connect via Bluetooth. This one does not support Wi-Fi connection. So you see guys, here we connect via Bluetooth. So here I have the name and the serial number of AC60. Here I have PV input and grid input. I can see how many watts are coming in from PV, from solar panels, and how many watts are coming in when I'm charging from grid, from a wall outlet or from a generator. Here's DC and AC. I can see that both inverters turned on. And I can see what is the load from DC and AC. Now here I can see that DC and AC are both turned on, and I can turn them off. So just like that. Now obviously, because we are connected via Bluetooth, you have to be within 30 feet or 10 meters from the power station within this radius. And you can turn them back on just like this. Okay, so here we can check battery packs, because remember we can connect from 1 to 2 batteries, and we can see the state of charge, system status, battery pack. So we have 1 battery, we can have 3 max, and battery pack 1. We can check the model, the serial number, the state of charge, the battery status, the fault or alarm, protection status, and battery management system. Okay, let's go back. Settings. So in settings, we can really do a lot of things. Some things we could never do before. So here we can change the name of the power station. You know, adjust it as you want. We can share a device to control with other people. For example, if you can control with your family members together, you can do that. Let's go back. Next, we have charging mode. So again, remember standard, silent, and turbo. You choose whatever you guys want to. For example, turbo, and it tells me what turbo is going to be, or it actually doesn't, but it just switches, sorry, to turbo. Let's go back. Okay, standard, silent, or turbo. So I would stick to silent or standard, and I actually think standard and silent are still very, very fast. Next, we have DC Eco. So what DC Eco, it will turn off the DC inverter if there is no load, if it detects no load or very low load. So let's go here and enable or disable DC Eco mode depending on our needs. I would keep it on, right? Just showing you that you can also turn it off. So DC Eco on right now. Now what we can do is we can set a DC Eco shutdown. We can choose the time from 4 hours all the way up to 1 hour. So it means that when a system detects no load or very low load, it will shut down the DC inverter in 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 or 1 hour, right? So we can set it here. Next, we have DC Eco Power. So when I said low load, what does that mean, right? How many watts? Well, it turns out you can actually set it yourself. It can be as low as 5 watts all the way to 10 watts. So 5, 6, 7, 9, or 10. So you can set the number here as you want. Next, we have AC Eco. So you can turn the AC Eco mode off. That means that even when there is no load, AC will always stay on. Now, you want to turn it on if you want to save power. And again, here you can choose the time, 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, or 1 hour. Right, and I can also choose the wattage here. So again, 10 to 30 watts. That means that if I choose, like, for example, 25 watts, that means that the system will shut down the AC inverter in 2 hours, because I preset it to 2 hours if the load is lower than 25 watts. Okay, next, LED light. Well, I can also control the LED light just from the app. So I can set it, for example, to medium mode, okay? Or I can set it to SOS mode, okay? Or I can also turn it off. So you can do it from the app. Okay, next thing we have in the app is powerlifting mode. So what is the powerlifting mode? You actually, powerlifting mode, the same as on EB3A, it allows you to run appliances, only pure resistive loads, so please don't run heaters, only pure resistive loads, so you can run it up to the surge power potential. So basically up to 1200 watts, even though the inverter is rated at 600 watts, but you can run pure resistive loads under powerlifting mode up to 1200 watts. Okay, next, firmware upgrade. So what is that? Well, it's actually very nice that we have firmware upgrades here. You can check if we have ARM, DSP, or BMS upgrades right here. So we can check if we are up to date, and we are. Let's go back. Oops, sorry. All right. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Advanced settings. Advanced setting. Grid enhancement mode. Okay, so grid enhancement mode is for the areas where the grid is unstable. So go ahead and enable grid enhancement mode. Next, you can change the frequency. You don't have to, because in North America it's 60 Hertz always. But if you ever have to choose 50 Hertz, you have it here. Next, we have factory reset. You can go back to the factory settings for the USA or for Japan. Okay, so these are the advanced setting. And you can always go ahead and unbind the device from here if you want to let someone else use it. This is the app, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the app. Oh yeah, I forgot, I have to check the comments on my phone here. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for giving this live stream a like. I really appreciate that. And hello, hello everybody. Hello, guys, if you just joined. Welcome, welcome. All right, so how long can we run various devices? That's it. So for example, we can charge our iPhone 12 17 times. We can charge our MacBook Air 5 times. We can charge our mini drone 11.5 times, right? Many photographers, they're often off the grid and they need something to recharge their devices from, like cameras and drones and microphones and things like that. So we'll totally do the job. You can charge your mini drone 11.5 times. You can charge your camera 19 times. I mean a 16 watt-hour camera 19 times. You can run a 80 watt power tool for 3.5 hours. You can run a 90 watt fridge for 3.1 hours. You can run a 75 watt TV for 3.7 hours, enough for a movie. You can run a 200 watt slow cooker for an hour and a half if you're planning to cook outdoors, you know, just bring it with you, an hour and a half. And this is if we have no input, you know, you can actually run it while also charging it from solar panels. So it will even last longer in this case. What else? Mini fridge of 60 watts, you can run it for 4.5 hours, and a light of 15 watts, you can run it for 12.4 hours the whole day. Okay, so, well, actually we have a light here, so why would we run a light? Just to give you guys how long, an impression how long it can last. All right, so remember we can extend it. We can connect it to the B80 expansion battery, but actually B80 is more than just a battery. Let me show you why. This is B80. Is AC60's add-on battery, but actually it is more than that. Why? Well, look, we have its own input, okay? Which means we can recharge it on its own. Unlike many other companies that only allow you to recharge the whole system together and give you just like a battery, you know, this is more than a battery. You can use it on its own. But to use it on its own, we have to have its own outputs. Do we have its own outputs? Let's take a look. So here we have a 12 volt and 10 amp cigarette lighter port. So if you're running a mini fridge, you can do it entirely from this power station alone. You don't even need the AC60. Now here we have the USB-C port, 100 watts. Now I can run my MacBook and my iPhone. I can charge them from here, so I don't even need AC60 if I only am planning to run some DC devices. And here we have a USB-A port. And it looks a little bit different. That is because it's actually a quick charge USB-A port. 18 watts as opposed to 15 watts, okay? So that is it. And this is the DC and PV input, what it's called, right? So that means we can charge from solar panels and from our car, 12, 28 volts and 8 amps. So for example, we would be able to charge from our solar panels with this cable. There we go. And we can charge from our car. But actually, we can also charge from AC with an adapter. If you have T200S adapter or any other adapter from the earlier power stations, you will know what I'm talking about. This is the T200S adapter that comes with EB55 and EB70S models. The voltage of this adapter is 25.2 volts. Which means it is within 12 to 28 volts. So what we can do is we can charge it from an adapter. I'll just use this EP500 as a power outlet right now. Okay. And let's see how we can recharge. Oops. So you might say, oh, adapters again. Well, guys, remember, this is just an add-on battery. It is not supposed to be used independently, but you can totally do that. And you can charge from solar panels from your vehicle and also from AC with an adapter, okay? Just like that. Okay, cool. Now, what else? So nothing is here, nothing is here. Here we have the expansion port. Here's the expansion port. And how do we connect them? Let's do that. So before we connect them, make sure they are both turned off. So I'll just turn them off. Just press and hold the button for a couple of seconds. And same here, press and hold for a couple of seconds. Okay. Now, what this B80 has in the box is this cable. This is the new cable. We have never used this cable before. So this is what the cable looks like. It is also waterproof, right? You can see it's waterproof. So how to connect them? We don't have to unlock anything. Just open this cable and can't really see it from there. Okay, so you see how this power station the B80 expansion battery turned on itself, by itself, so on its own. There we go, and now we have actually expanded our AC60 with the B80. So how do we know? How do we know we did? Well, first of all, we just click the button here, and this power station, this B80 expansion battery, it turned on by itself, right? We didn't even press this button. The system is now at 87%. Okay, shows it's 87%. So what is the battery capacity right now? It's 403 watt-hours plus 806 watt-hours, which is 1,209 watt-hours. This expansion battery, it has also 3,000 cycles, and we also have a 6-year warranty for this expansion battery. So basically the matrix are the same. It's 11.4 inches by 8.2 inches. Okay, so you can stack it perfectly. The height is shorter. It's 8 inches. Let me see what is the height of AC60 to be exact. 8 inches here, right, and 9.7 inches here, so it's slightly shorter. Okay, what else? What else? The battery capacity is bigger. It's 806 watt-hours or 36 amp-hours. And the voltage is 22.4 volts, 30 amps max. Okay, so in the box we only have this charging cable. That is it. This connection cable, user manual, certificate of quality pass, and the warranty for 6 years again. Okay, so again, guys, it supports its own input, 200 watts maximum, 1228 volts, and 8 amps. So if we charge it from with a T200S adapter, just like we did, we will recharge it from 0 to 100% in 4.6 hours, right? And we will recharge it from 0 to 80% in 3.3 hours. We can also charge from a car. We will recharge it from 0 to 100% in just 10.7 hours, okay? And from a 24 volt 10 amp car per second, that would be 5.6 hours. Solar charging is also an option. So if you use it together, of course, it makes sense to charge AC60, right? It would charge the whole unit. So when you're charging AC60, you're actually charging AC60 and B80, right? And you can also, because you have one input here too, you can also charge it from this input, while also charging from the input here at the same time. Let's try. Right now we are at 86%, right? 87%. So let's add some load. First of all, let's discharge a little bit. I don't like it when it's fully charged, okay? Because when the battery is almost fully charged, the input when we're charging will not be that high. The system actually slows it down. So let's plug some. Let's add some load right now. I'm plugging this 86 watt DJI drones battery, and we're pulling out 109 watts right now, which is actually very nice. I also have my MacBook charging cable right here. Okay, so there we go. MacBook now is at 56%, and I can plug it in here. It's a USB-C. Okay, connect my MacBook. All right, so it started charging, and I also have this USB-A to Type-C charging cable. I have two options. I can either plug it in here or here. So I actually can choose this one because it's an 18 watts, so it's a faster charging. Okay, so there we go. Put my phone in. Yeah, turn DC on here. There we go. And my phone started charging. And we are pulling out, let's see, 166 watts total. Okay. So guys, right now it's another giveaway time, so we'll discharge a little bit. And while we're doing that, let's do another giveaway. Okay, so giveaway. We're giving away our t-shirt. So let's go. Let's start from YouTube. 16 people here. Let's go. So guys, you can start typing BLUETTI right now in the comments. Please start typing BLUETTI and giveaway and things like that, and we start our giveaway now in 10 seconds. Let's go guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so the winner is not Slim 1. Congratulations. And let's go on Facebook. Okay, here's the Facebook. So here's the Facebook feed. So let's go guys, 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so the winner is Lavonda Parks. Congratulations! Congratulations. Dear winners, please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. It's livestream@bluetti.com. All right, guys. So there we go. What is the load right now? Let's check it. It is 152 watts. Can we add some other devices? Let's do it. I'll add this hair dryer. I know it's loud, so I'm just gonna run it for some time. Let's see if it can handle the hair dryer if you want to dry your hair. So let's try. 336. Okay, I turned it off. It didn't show me the overload because it was for a short time, but I wouldn't risk it, you know. 332. Okay. So pulling out 640 watts on the highest mode. I mean in total we already have like 144 here. So why did it not overload? Because it is now under powerlifting mode. We have this flexing bicep here. It shows us that it's powerlifting mode. I enabled it in the app, right? So under powerlifting mode, it actually load devices up to 1200 watts. Okay. So remember, turn the powerlifting mode on if you charge some real power hungry devices. So pretty good, right? Pretty good. Okay. What else? I'm actually wondering if something changes if I plug this here. All right, so that's pretty cool, right? Also, guys, we could see it from all from the app. Now, let us try charging while also running some devices at the same time. Can we do it? So right now, I'm charging this drone battery, my iPhone, and my MacBook. In total, 135 watts. So let's try. Actually, I will just plug it in here. I think it will be faster. Yeah. Yes. No. Okay. All right. So let's try charging it while also running some devices. So I'll be using this computer plug, this AC charging cable, or this one. It's better. Okay. So plug it in. And plug it in the wall outlet. Let's go. So let's see what is the speed here. Charging speed is 255 watts. So we are actually charging it faster than discharging it. So let's see what mode. I chose silent charging mode. Silent charging, and still it's 253 watts. Okay, let's try running some more. Okay, we overloaded it, so it might happen. Don't worry. First of all, turn the device is overloaded off, and we have an overload alert here. So we'll just restart the unit. That's it. Just long press it. Oh, I think if it's an overload, you have to first turn those guys off. Maybe long press the AC. Okay. I can hear the inverter turn off, and we can try restarting the unit. Or we can, because we have an input right now, so we can turn it off. I get it. Okay, cool. So we can turn off because we have an input right now. But yeah, you guys, you can overload it sometimes. Don't worry about it. It happens. Just unplug the devices that overload it, and next time. We pushed over 1200 watts. We were at 1300 watts. So the maximum here under power lifting mode is 1200 watts, and we were at 1300 watts. So makes sense, right? Okay, all right. So what else is there to say? What is the price for AC60 and for B80? So for AC60 right now, the price is $649. It is water resistant. I have a 65, right? The first power station of ours to be rated as water resistant. And it has multiple outputs, and it's expandable. So if you need more capacity, you just add this add-on batteries. So the price is $649 right now. The price for B80, the add-on battery itself, is also $649. Okay, and the price for AC60 and B80 is $1,298. Yeah, so it's the same if you buy it separately or together. It's $1,298. And you can also get AC60, B80, and PV200 portable solar panel that we demonstrated here. So this is PV200 with the open circuit voltage of 26.1 volts. So it's perfectly, it's just perfect for all of our smaller power stations with the voltage from 12 to 28 volts. So this panel is perfect, and it's 200 watts maximum. A couple more things about this panel, how big it is. So, well, unfolded is 23.2 inches by 89.2 inches, and folded is 23.2 inches by 24.8 inches. The weight is 16.1 pounds, and we have a warranty for 1 year. And it's ETFE material with a higher cell efficiency, up to 23.4%. It's like the industry standard. Okay guys, so there we go. Let me check if we have any comments. No. Okay. All right. So this is AC60 and B80. Now let's move on. AC300 and AC500. We only have an hour to go. So let's unplug all of my devices. Okay. All right. Okay. Turn it off. Interesting. Okay, apparently you can only turn the main unit off and then it will turn off by itself. And disconnect it. Okay, cool. So we're done here with AC60 and B80, guys. Again, remember to purchase it right now. Right now we are not at the super early bird price, but we're still like at an early bird price. So the price is lower than it will be in the future. Okay, now let's move on. AC300 and AC500. We'll talk about AC300 first because AC300 is an earlier model. AC500 came out later. So what are these guys? Now these are to basically place at home. You don't have to mount them, like wall mount them or anything, but those are not very portable, right? Because those are quite heavy. So you would place them at home, but if you need to like move places or if you need to take them with you, you totally can. You don't have to mount them or anything like that. So this is AC300, right? And this is its expansion battery B300. So what can we say about AC300? I don't know, guys, if all of you know or not. I think most of you do. Is that AC300 does not have a battery inside, right? So it does not have a battery. B300 is its battery. So that's why AC300 absolutely requires the B300 battery to work. It wouldn't work otherwise. It would not work with other batteries. It would not work without the battery. It does need the battery. It does need the battery. Okay. You can add simply one battery and you connect them with this cable. This cable is included when you purchase the battery. So you first unlock it, then you plug it in. Okay, you lock it here so it doesn't come back. And you do the same thing here. Okay, and once it's locked, you press this button here and the whole system turns on. Now we only have one battery here, so the battery turns on and then you will see the screen right here. So you need at least one battery. One battery is at 3072 watt hours. What if you need more? Can you add more? Yes, you can. You can add 2 batteries, 3 or 4 maximum. So the capacity would be from 3072 watts all the way up to 12,288 watt hours. Sorry, not watts, watt hours. So again, from 3072 watt hours all the way to 12,288 watt hours. How about AC300? What does it do? Why does it not have a battery, right? Well, it does not have the battery for a couple of reasons. Number one, practical. It would be very heavy if the battery was inside. This unit, surprisingly, it only weighs that 47.6 pounds. Surprisingly lightweight for such a big size, right? Well, because it does not have a battery. But this battery right here, guys, it weighs that 79.6 pounds. So especially, imagine if it was inside, it would be very heavy and practical. So it's out. Also, good news is that if you have any issues here, you can just ship it back, and it is much better to ship because it's lightweight and many companies can ship it, unlike batteries. What else? When the batteries can no longer be utilized in 15 years or so, you just get new batteries without having to purchase the new main unit. So a lot of advantages, really. The only disadvantage people see is like, oh, we don't like those cables you connect them with. Well, I know it's not ideal, but for now it is what it is. So how about the AC inverter here? What is the maximum AC load we can do? I think you already have guessed, and you can see here on the power station, it's 3,000 watts maximum. It's 3,000 watts max. Yeah, 12.2 kilowatt hours. That's impressive. Yes, yes. So 3,000 watts max with a surge power of 6,000 watts. And we give you a warranty for 4 years. In the box, you will find all necessary charging cables. So you don't have to buy anything separately. You will have AC charging cable, solar charging cable. You have all of it. And we don't need adapters for that. So let me show you guys what the cables look like. This is what the cables look like. Okay, no adapters. Just this like pen design. This is the solar charging cable, for example. All right, so again, we don't need adapters. That's what they look like. Okay. So dimensions 20.5 inches by 12.5 inches by 14.1 inches, and the weight is 47.6 pounds. What outputs do we have here? On the top, we have wireless charging pads. Each of them is at 15 watts. Here we have 12 volt and 30 amp RV plug. So for those guys who live in RVs or just spend a lot of time in RVs while camping, you will probably like this. It's a 12 volt and 30 amp RV plug. Bordering it is a 24 volt and 10 amp cigarette lighter port. And attention, it is not 12 volt, it's 24 volt. And most people will like it. Some people will say, oh, it's really not good because I have this appliance that only supports 12 volts. Well, we actually have the 12 volt and 10 amp cigarette lighter port here on B300 batteries. So you will have at least one port here. Now, moving here, we have our USB section. So USB-C, 100 watts, USB-A, 18 watts, 2 of them, right? And USB-A, 5 volts and 3 amps standard. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wall outlets, 20 amps max, pure sine wave, 3,000 watts, 100 to 120 volts. And we have one NEMA TD30, 30 amp max output you can charge your vehicle from, like you can charge your RV from here. This is it in terms of the outputs. Now let's take a look at the outputs on the B300 battery. So we have a 12 volt and 10 amp cigarette lighter port. We have a USB-C port, 100 watts. Okay. We have a USB-A port, 18 watts. So we can use it on its own. And when we use it together with AC300, we have 3 high efficiency DC outputs. So only good news. Okay, let's take a look, guys, at charging. How can we charge our AC300? So charging, we have both DC and AC charging. All the inputs are here. We have the AC charging input here, the DC charging input here, and the communication port here if you decide to connect 2 AC300s together, but that's very advanced. So AC charging supports 3,000 watts maximum, but don't get too excited because for 3,000 watts you will need 30 amps. If you have 30 amps of input, awesome, you can charge at a speed of 3,000 watts. So you need 30 amps, 120 volts, and you got 3,000 watts of input. But for most people, they will not have 30 amps, they will only have 15 amps, right? So in this case, 15 amps, 120 volts, it is 1,800 watts of input. For DC charging, we have the limitations from 12 to 150 volts and 12 amps by 2. So the maximum input for DC, aka for PV, is 2,400, so 2,400 watts. And because the DC and the AC inputs are separate, we can charge at the same time, and we can get up to 5,400 watts of input maximum. But for that, you will require 2 B300 units, okay? So this battery here is 3,072 watt hours. The lifespan is 15 years or so, because we have 3,500 cycles to 80% of the efficiency. So the matrix is the same, 20.5 inches by 12.5 inches by 10.5 inches, and the weight is 79.6 pounds. I know you might call it heavy, but there is no way around it, guys. It's lithium iron phosphate battery, and lithium iron phosphate batteries, obviously, they are on a heavy side because they are give you just such a long runtime. 3,500 cycles. So again, guys, about charging, we will have most realistically 1,800 watts of input, right? Unless you have a 30 amp input. With a 15 amp input, you will get 1,800 watts, which is still very, very, very fast. And for solar, you will have 2,400 watts max of solar input. Let's take a look at the screen. We have a nice screen here. It shows us stuff. So on the screen here, we have a homepage. And on the homepage, we can already see a lot of things. So we have PV input here. We have a PV input, right? So we have a DC1 input voltage, DC1 input power, DC2 input voltage, and DC2 input power. Let's go back. We have grid input. So grid input shows us AC input voltage, AC input power, and AC input frequency. DC load shows us total DC output power, 24 volt amp output power, 12 volt 30 amp output power, and USB, PD, and wireless output power. Okay, here we have DC load. So what is the DC load from those USB ports and from this ports, right? And AC load, basically what is the load from output, what is the output voltage, output power, and output frequency, and output state from our AC outputs. Okay, what else? Battery. So guys, you can see we can connect 4 batteries maximum. We have connected 1, so it shows us is at 84% currently, and we can connect 3 more. Let's go back. DC on. Now what we have done, we turned the DC output on, so it means we can use all of these and even 2 wireless charging pads right now. Okay, so DC is on. Right, I'm actually trying, oh yeah, it works. So I actually just put my phone on the top and just putting out 5 watts right now from the wireless charging pad. So an AC on. Now AC is on, and I can use all of these AC outputs. Okay, I can turn them off. Settings. So we can change the language from English to Japanese. We can go to and adjust AC output voltage, but we don't need that because it's 120 volts. But if we needed to, we can switch to 100 volts. AC output frequency 60 Hz, DC1 input source, and DC2 input source. So our charging cable, a solar charging cable, looks like this. We have 2 pairs of MC4 connectors, DC1 and DC2. So you can adjust DC from PV to others here, and from PV to others here. So if you're charging from solar panels, it's PV. If it's any other charging method, it's others, right? Next, we have eco charging mode, on or off. So eco mode, what it does, it turns off your AC inverter to save the power. Specifically, will turn off your AC inverter in 4 hours if the load is lower than 50 watts. Okay, next we have machine type, and we have single phase or split phase. So if you're using one AC300, it's always single phase. If you're using 2 AC300s together connected, it is split phase. Next we have customized UPS. So UPS stands for uninterruptible power supply. We have 4 UPS modes. Standard UPS, which is basically offline UPS. And you have an explanation right here. The offline UPS is a type of UPS that directly supplies AC power from grid to AC loads from the AC mains in normal operation and uses an inverter to generate AC power from the battery when there is a power failure. Okay, cool. Now let's go back. Time control UPS. Again, you have an explanation right here. And we have time settings, so we can set up to 6 time periods right here. Let's take a look. Next. 6 time periods, okay. And parameter settings. We can set the SOC low and SOC high. When to start charging, when to stop charging. Okay, next we have PV priority UPS. So we can reserve the capacity for PV here. Depending on solar conditions, we can reserve the capacity here. Next, so it's really nice we have various UPS modes and even customized UPS. Okay, next we have silent mode for silent charging, so you can go ahead and turn on and off. Max grid input, this one also is very nice. You can set the amperage in the increments of 1 amp, so it can be as low as 1 amp. Why not? And you can set it to 15 amps, right? And in advanced mode, you need the password from BLUETTI. It is not a password, but no. All right, and you can get up to 30 amps, okay? Next, we have PV parallel enable or disable. So when you're charging from PV in parallel, choose this, and if it's in series, disable it. Next, we have Bluetooth on or off. Next, we have Wi-Fi on or off, and buzz settings on or off. Touch sound, backlight brightness, date and time, slip down the screen, and go back to factory settings for the USA. Data and alarms. Okay, so that is it, right? There's the screen. We also have an app control, right? Of course, we have an app control. So let me show you guys the app control for AC300. There we go. Here's our BLUETTI app. Okay. Now add device. AC300 device bound because we've already connected. So just go to my devices and this one is AC500. So AC300, we have 2 options. We have option either by cloud or by Bluetooth. So Bluetooth, if you're next to it, probably choose Bluetooth because if you're within 30 feet from your power station, choose Bluetooth. If you want to connect through through Wi-Fi, sure, then it's Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. Now we can turn AC and DC on and off. Here, just turn it on. Go to settings. Do all this stuff that we've done before. Share device, so we can control with other people. We can check the members here. Go enable grids, charge, time control, manage the charge and discharge time right here. So you can do it all from the app. SOC settings can be adjusted from the app, just like that. Okay. Auto sleep of the screen, about device, version, and other things like this. Pretty cool. So everything you can do from the screen, you can do it from the app. Okay. All right, guys. So that is the app control for AC300. All right. Let me check some comments. And because we have AC500 here, so we can also compare it. We can compare those two. What is different, what is similar, because AC500 is a newer unit, so we actually could improve some things. Okay. All right, guys. I like how you guys are replying each other's questions. So let's now connect AC500 with the B300s battery so that it can actually turn on, because right now we will not be able to turn on, right? Doesn't work because it's not connected to the battery. So let's go ahead and use this cable. Hold on a sec, where's the cable? Oh, I put it there. This one is 150 amp cable. This is a big cable. So plug it in here. First of all, they are both off, right? It's not like it's unsafe or anything. It's just better for the batteries to connect them when they're turned off. Okay, plug it in. Lock it and press the button. And it's on. This is the B300S battery. What is the difference between B300 and B300S? Well, this one has an S after B300. No, but seriously, B300S has a self-heating feature. So, while this one, you cannot charge it when the temperature is below freezing, this one you can. You can charge it even during temperatures down to -4 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius. So it's a pretty big improvement. It will heat itself. The heat power will be 350 watts, so we'll be losing power much faster, but still you can charge it. This one you can discharge it down to even when it's -4 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius, but you cannot charge it when the temperature is below freezing. But now you can, B300S you can. Okay, so you can charge it even if the temperature is -4 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius. There we go. So what else is different? You can connect up to 6 B300S batteries to AC500. So for AC300, it was 4 batteries max. You cannot connect 5. Here we can connect 6 batteries. And guess what, guys? Here's the thing. I have to really say it slowly so that everybody understands. AC300 can only work with B300, okay? But AC500 can work with both B300S and B300. And guess what? You can even mix them. You can connect one B300S, one B300, 2 B300S batteries, 2 B300 batteries, 3, 1, 1, 3, any combination. But if you mix with B300, you're limited by 4, so you can only connect 4 units. If you only go for B300S, you can connect up to 6 batteries. And what does that mean, guys? The battery capacity is the same and the battery chemistry is the same. It's 3072 watt hours. So, but now when you connect 6 batteries, right, that's actually quite powerful. Think about it. It's what? It's for 6 B300S batteries, that would be 18,432 watt hours. So 18.4 kilowatt hours. Pretty cool. And of course, AC500 also supports split phase. So if you want to connect 2 AC500s together, we can totally do that. And now you can connect 6 batteries plus 6 batteries, 12 batteries, and the overall capacity will be 36,864 watt hours, or 36.9 kilowatt hours. Cool. So that is it, guys. Our third giveaway is starting right now because the countdown hit 0. So let's go. All right, guys, there we go. So here is the YouTube comments, and we're giving away our phone tripod. Let's go. 10-second countdown, guys. Keep typing BLUETTI. Keep typing BLUETTI or giveaway so that I can take a screenshot. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. The winner is James 𝗶𝘃𝘆𝘀. James 𝗶𝘃𝘆𝘀, congratulations! Congratulations, James. Okay, now Facebook. Now Facebook. There we go. There we go. 10-second countdown, Facebook. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, and the winner is Chris Barker. Chris Barker, congratulations. Okay, so dear giveaway winners, please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Someone in the comments said, wow, 18.9 kilowatt hours, that's powerful. Yeah, I agree with that. So, but you will need 12 batteries for that. So if you're really planning to invest, you know, this will be a good investment. And what I love about that is you can actually start small. You can just get one battery, and you can build your empire up to 12 batteries. It can be one battery. You can get 2 AC500s, and what else? Or 2 AC300s for that matter. So when you have 2 AC500 units connected together, now you can also load 240 volt devices. You will have this fusion box, and you can load 240 volt devices, okay? Appliances. So you can run your household basically. So this will be your solution for power outages. And right now you don't have a budget for it, or you're not planning to invest in it. It's just not your agenda now. No problem at all. I understand that, and you're totally right. Just get one B300S battery, okay, or 2 maybe battery, and then you can build up to 6 for 1 unit. And you're like, you know, now I'm ready for 2 units. And for split phase, well, get 1 more battery. Now you have 10 batteries, but you have 2 units. You have 240 volts. And then you can get 5 more batteries. There you go. It's 12 batteries in total, and you're at 36.9 kilowatt hours of battery capacity. So you don't have to buy all the batteries now. You don't have to buy them at all. Just buy 1 battery would be enough. And if you need more, buy more. Okay, so AC500, guys, let's start from the basics. AC500 offers us 5,000 watts of maximum AC load, 100 to 120 volts, and 5,000 watts. As you guys can see, there it says 5,000. 5,000 watts with a surge power of 10,000 watts or 10 kilowatts. What outputs do we have? Is anything different from AC300 right here? What is the difference? Are the outputs different? Let's find out. So on the top we have same 2 wireless charging pads, 15 watts maximum. Now here we have a, I can't see it from here, just walk all the way here. Here we have a 12 volt and 30 amp RV plug, same as there. 24 volt amp cigarette lighter port, same as on AC300, okay? So those are good, aren't they? We don't have to change them. Here we have USB-C port and 1 more USB-C port. On AC300 we only had 1, so here we have 1 more. Here we have 2 USB-A ports, 18 watts, quick charge, and 2 USB-A ports, 15 watts, 5 volts, 3 amps, well, standard. So the difference is that we have 1 more USB-C port, 100 watts. Okay, now here, what do we have? Here we have a 20 amp max wall outlet, 1, 2, 3, and we have a 30 amp max output like this. We did not have it on AC300. We have a 30 amp max NEMA TD30 output for our RVs, and we have 50 amp max output that we did not have on AC300. 50 amp max. Pretty cool. Okay, the screen, what is different? Most things are the same. So the color is a little bit different. I like it more. It's like a different shade of blue. Okay, so homepage, everything is the same. PV, grid, DC load, AC load. Oh, something is different. We have 6 batteries here as opposed to 4. Well, that's because we can connect 6 batteries to 1 unit maximum. Okay, settings, product info. Okay, this is boring. Settings, language settings, AC output voltage, AC output frequency, DC 1 input source, DC 2 input source, same. Eco mode, machine type, working mode, same. Silent mode, same. Max current settings. How far can we go? So here we can go from 1 to 15 amps. We can define it by ourselves. And let's see what is the advanced setting. So let me take a look at the input for AC here. It's 50 amps max. So you can charge your AC500 at 15 amps max. Of course, if you have this amperage available. Okay, next we have PV parallel enable, on or off. Power lifting mode, something we did not have on AC300, but we do have on AC500. We have a power lifting mode. So even though we already have 5,000 watts available to us, we can also go to power lifting mode and set it on, and now we can run pure resistive loads up to 6,000 watts. Okay. Another option we did not have on AC300 is deep discharge. So we will not be able to turn on right now because the battery is not zero. It only works when the battery hits 0, and you absolutely need to squeeze extra minutes from your battery. You can go to deep discharge. Of course, it's not healthy for the battery, so don't use it unless it's an emergency. Buzz settings, touch sound, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, backlight brightness, sleep time, restore factory settings. Okay, everything else is the same. App control. Here is our app, BLUETTI. My devices, AC500. Connect with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth? Wi-Fi. We can do all those stuff, turn DC, AC on and off. Settings. Grid charge, time settings, manage charge and discharge time here. SOC settings, output frequency, power lifting mode, you can enable and disable it from the app. Silent charging, auto sleep, factory reset, carbon dioxide emissions, and things like that, all from the app. So again, everything you can do from the screen, you can do from the app. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, so what else, guys? Charting. Let's talk about charting. That is really important. Charging. So here we have the inputs. We have an AC input. It shows us 100 to 240 volts, 100 to 140 volts, and 50 amps max, okay? And DC input shows us 12 to 150 volts, DC, and 15 amps by 2. And this port we have right here is a communication interface if you need to connect two AC500s together. So the input, right? So it accepts up to 5,000 watts maximum for AC, 100 to 140 volts, 50 amps max. But we do need 240 volt supply. So best case scenario, if we have 240 volt supply and 50 amps, you can charge your AC500 at the speed of 5,000 watts. 5 kilowatts. DC, but most realistically, of course, we will not have 240 volts, or we will not have 50 amps. We'll have 15 amps and 120 volts. So that would be 1,800 watts of input. And remember guys, when I'm saying we're charging our AC500, we're actually charging AC500 and B300s or multiple B300s or B300, whatever is connected to the AC500. Okay, so the maximum AC load is the maximum AC input is 5,000 watts. The maximum DC input is 3,000 watts because it's 12 to 150 volts here and 15 amps by 2. So the maximum combined input would be 8,000 watts, but we do require 2 B300s batteries for that. Okay, speaking about B300s batteries, they are now even slightly heavier because we have a self-heat option here. So it's 83.8 pounds. And dimensions are the same, 20.5 inches by 12.6 inches by 10.4 inches. Okay. All right, something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, so B300s actually also has its own inputs here. So it has a DC input, 12 to 60 volts DC, AC60 connector, and it has the AC input, which is 58.8 volts DC and 8 amps. So when it comes to charging, you can be charging from this inputs, right? Have the AC input and DC input, so you can charge from your wall outlet and from your solar panels. And you can also charge your B300s from here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So let's say you're charging your AC500, right? Now, you can also connect another adapter to your B300s. This is T500 adapter. It will give you additional 470 watts of input. So I'll just plug it in here, okay, and the cable. So we definitely have enough charging options. Okay, this is the adapter. And I can also charge from solar panels at the same time, entirely from B300s. Same is true for B300, by the way, same thing. Okay, see, I'm charging from solar panels. And of course, I have my AC input here and DC input here, so I'll also be charging from solar panels. Okay. All right, there we go. So solar panels here, AC charging here, and also AC charging here. AC charging. So there are multiple ways to recharge it. If you look into prioritize solar charging, you can just charge from solar panels from this unit, and also you have solar connection here. Okay, so multiple ways to recharge your AC500 and B300s or multiple B300s units, because you can connect out up to 6 units. So you will require a lot of power to run it. Okay. All right, guys. So what else? Let me see. All right, so AC300 costs $1,399. B300 costs $1,999, and now we have a $100 off discount code, which is LiveB300, and which means that you will get additional $100 off when you purchase with this code. AC500 costs $2,599. B300s costs $2,299, AC60 and B80 that we talked about is $649 each, and PV200 portable solar panel is $399. PV350 portable solar panel is $799. Oh yeah, PV350 is basically a portable solar panel with a maximum input of 350 watts. And it costs $799, but right now the price is discounted. It's $759. Discount code is LivePV350. Our biggest portable solar panel pulls out 420 watts. Okay, so it's called PV420, and the price is $899. And discounted price is $854. So we have $45 off. Or discount code LivePV420. Guys, let me know in the comments. Do you know how to apply those discount codes I'm talking about? Do you know how to apply those codes or not? If not, we'll show you guys how to do that. If yes, I think you know how to do that. You just basically enter those codes when you purchase. Okay, next, AC300 and B300, $2,999. You can also get AC300, B300, and PV350. That would be $3,798. Next is AC300, B300, and PV420. That would be $3,898 and $3,853 after discount. Okay, and next we have AC500 and B300s. Okay, that would be $4,799. AC500 and 2 B300s units, $7,098. And then you have AC60, B80, AC60 and PV200, AC60, B80, and PV200. Hello guys. If you're new here, don't forget to give us a like. We now have 18 likes. That's a lot of likes. On YouTube, I mean. All right, cool guys. So what else? What else is new? PV420. PV420 is our biggest portable solar panel. Let me show it to you. It is called the way it's called, not because of what you think, but because the maximum input you will get from it is 420 watts. Okay, it's heavy. Woo! I haven't held anything heavy like that. But the reason why it's heavy is because, again, it's 420 watts. So that's what it looks like when it is unfolded. All right. It has its kickstands too. Whoa, man, that's a big panel, really. I haven't opened it for a while, so I already forgot what it looks like, and it's really big. It is really big. So you have those kickstands here with adjustable angles, 35, 45, 55 degrees. Okay, you have these cables attached to the solar panel with MC4 connectors, of course. We only go for MC4 connectors. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so this is what the panel looks like. 420 watts max. ETFE, made of ETFE. Dimensions, it's 265.5 inches by 97.5 inches unfolded. And, oh, sorry, those are centimeters, I guess. Yeah, sorry. It's 105 inches by 105.3 inches unfolded by 38.3 inches, and folded is 38.3 inches by 25.9 inches by 1.7 inches. And its weight is 30.8 pounds, right? So yeah, but still guys, just think about it. It's a 420 watt portable solar panel. That is pretty cool. Think about it. It's crazy. If you go camping, this one panel is all you need. And the open circuit voltage of this panel is 44.3 volts. So you cannot use this solar panel with 𝗵𝘃𝘃𝗃 or with 𝗵𝗵𝘃𝘃𝘃s or with 𝗵𝗵𝘃55 or with AC60, right? You cannot. But you can perfectly use this solar panel with our bigger power stations like AC600 Max, AC200, AC300, AC500. You can even connect multiple multiple solar panels like this to our AC300, for example. So that is for bigger power stations, AC600 Max and AC300. Okay, let's see. Checking your comments, guys. All right, we have one more giveaway in 8 seconds, and this giveaway is going to be our last giveaway for today. Okay, guys, so get ready for the last giveaway. It's going to be a phone, camping lantern, camping light. Let's go, guys. All right, our last giveaway for today. Ready, guys? Let's go. Let's do the giveaway on YouTube first. So for those guys who are new here, don't know how to enter the giveaway yet, all you want to be doing is typing BLUETTI giveaway because in 10 seconds I'll take a screenshot. Okay, guys, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so the winner is Hope You Like Pics. What kind of pics though? Anyway, congratulations! Congratulations! Okay, now let's go on Facebook. Immediately on Facebook. All right, we have 11 people here. And let's go, guys. 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, and the winner is 𝗵𝗃𝘃𝘃𝘃. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, dear 𝗵𝗃𝘃𝘃𝘃, and Hope You Like Pics, please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address and your phone number. That refers to all of our giveaway winners, guys. Please remember to email us at livestream@bluetti.com. And somehow those guys from the giveaway team, they request you to email them within 48 hours. So please email us within 48 hours. All right, guys. 7 minutes before all discount codes expire. So what discount codes do we have again? We have a discount code for B300 expansion battery. The original price is $1,999 and the discount price is $1,899. So it's $100 off with the code LIVEB300. We also have a discount code for 𝗶𝘃𝘃𝘃𝗃 portable solar panel. The original price is $799 and the discounted price is $759. The discount code is LIVEB350 and you're saving $40. Next is 𝗶𝗃𝘃𝘃𝗃, our biggest portable solar panel that is 420 watts. The original price is $899 and discounted price is $854. So it's $45 off. Also, if you purchase AC300, B300, and PV420, you still keep this discount code of $45. So the code is live AC300, B300, P420. So those are discount codes that will expire at 9 p.m. PDT, or in 6 minutes, in other words. Today we have talked about AC60 and B80, our newest portable power station that is expandable from 403 watts up to 1,209 watts and then up to 2,015 watts. Okay, so you no longer have to choose between portability and battery capacity. We also have talked about our modular solar generators, those big guys here, AC300 and AC500. That's how you can store solar energy and power your household for even a couple of days if you have enough batteries. And solar input. Remember guys, all of our power stations support pass-through charging. You can charge them while also using them, and contrary to the common belief, it doesn't harm the battery significantly. So you can charge and discharge them at the same time, right? No worries. So you can charge them from solar panels while also running. Sometimes I understand that. Sometimes the solar input will not be that high, and the output will be higher than the input. So the power station will discharge faster than it's charging. But it's good to have some input rather than not having input at all, because let's say you're having an input of 1,000 watts, right? And it's a very high, we have an output of 1,000 watts. That's a very high output, right? But you have an input of around 500 watts. So actually, if we do the math, we're only having an output of 500 watts, right? So this is how you can use longer, and you can run your appliances for a longer time. So we talked about AC300 and AC500. There is no much difference. Again, the difference is that here's 3,000 watts max, here's 5,000 watts max. So if you connect two of them together, it will be 6,000 watts max. That would be 10,000 watts max. You can only connect up to 4 batteries here, which is already a lot, right? Don't get me wrong, it's a lot. But you can connect up to 6 batteries here. This battery has the self-heat mode, this one does not. So, and still not too much difference. If you want to get the latest portable, it's still portable. You don't have to do any work in terms of like mounting it or connecting it to your home circuit unless you need to. Okay, so it's still movable if you need to move places, or if you travel a lot and you want to also take it in your van with you. If you when you travel in your van, you can totally do that. So totally do that, no problem. Okay guys, so thank you so much for joining this live stream today on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay, we have Chris, Perry, Laronda Parks here. Thank you guys so much for joining our live stream. Remember to follow us on both Facebook and on YouTube. On our YouTube, we are called BLUETTI. So just follow us on YouTube. We are 14,000 subscribers right now. Very happy to have you guys with us in our community. All right, guys. Again, dear giveaway winners, please remember to email us so we can ship the giveaways to you. If you want to use the discount codes, they will save you $100. Use them right now before they expire, okay? Thank you, everybody. So also you can check our website, BLUETTIpower.com. You can check us on YouTube and on Facebook, and follow us on Facebook and on YouTube to keep in touch and to stay in the know about latest updates. Yeah, guys, that is it. Pleasure to be here with you guys, and we'll see you next time. Today is Thursday, so our next live stream is going to be on Sunday. We start at 7 p.m. PDT. We finish at 9 p.m. PDT. Not always, but often we have time-limited discount codes that expire. So even if you're not planning to spend time watching the live stream, you can just come here and check if we have any discount codes. Okay, so next time, even if you don't have time to stay here, just come here to check if we have discount codes, possibly for the power station that you want to purchase, right? Maybe you want to purchase, let's say, AC600 Max, and you come next time and you're like, oh, those guys are live right now. I know, because they're live from 7 to 9 p.m. PDT, and they have a time limited discount code for the power station or the solar panel that I wanted to purchase. So you can come here on Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. just to check, just to check if we have any discount codes for you guys. Oh, but on Sunday though, we're gonna be live on our official website, BLUETTI.com. On Sunday and on Tuesday we are on a website, and on Thursday only we are on YouTube and on Facebook. All right, guys, take care.